Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Talk Anime to Me podcast. We are your hosts,
Immunity Zero,
Sue Siren,
and I am Marc Selby. Thank you for joining us once again on the Speaking of Anime channel. Today's episode, we are talking about the anime My Hero Academia. Before we go too much farther, I must warn you that there will be spoilers ahead. Like, seriously, like, spoiler warning right here. Well, it took some time, and much more time than any of us anticipated, but we finally finished My Hero Academia, and survived. There was Immunity Zero dodging hurricanes, and Siren grew another person, and gave it life! And here I sat, watching anime. But I did watch My Hero Academia like 3 times, so I should be like super crazy knowledgeable about this show. So let's go. Hi guys.
fantastic intro. I love that.
Thank you.
That was pretty great. That was probably the best intro we're ever gonna have.
I don't know.
Dodging hurricanes and Siren growing people. Like, whoa.
Makes us both sound badass.
Yeah, it makes our life sound really interesting.
Yeah. Just picture me like one of those weathermen out there in the freaking hurricane dodging all the rain.
Taking shots of water in your little lifeboat. Yeah.
Exactly. Help me, guys. Help me.
I thought it appropriate for the type of show we watched.
Yeah, right. There's my quirk, right?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, your quirk. What would my quirk be? I wonder. Ooh, that should be an additional question
I
in
like
this
that.
podcast.
We'll add that to the show notes.
Yeah,
Now.
I like that. I got to think about it.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun
Dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun.
Instead of
So-
water, I dodge vodka.
Aha! So, My Hero Academia is an adventure comedy series that takes place in a world where almost everyone has a superpower, labeled as a quirk. It is more rare for someone to not have a power in this world. Enter Midoriya, our protagonist. He is so in love with superheroes, he would do anything to become one himself. Even though he is one of the few people who are quirkless, that will not stop him from being like his idol, the #1 hero in the world, All Might! So that's what the show's about.
You know, I was actually rewatching the last few episodes, and throughout like the last few months, I've been like seeing all these people pop up, loving this show, and I'm like, oh yay, it's becoming really popular, and I'm not really surprised because it's like the next Bleach and the next Naruto, etc.
Yeah.
And everyone keeps going plus ultra, and I'm like, what does that really friggin' mean though? Because I mean, I don't feel like it was ever explained. And then I was watching the last few episodes today, and I was like, oh, All Might explains it.
Yeah.
He actually explains it. And it totally went right over my friggin' head. But in the last 2 hours, I've finally known what plus ultra means, and I'm pretty excited about it.
There you go.
I feel like I need to plus ultra my life now, so sweet.
Yeah. And go right now.
I go right now.
Yeah.
Bye.
I mean, the first time I heard All Might's name, I was like, that's kind of cocky.
Right?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I thought I was gonna hate him.
All Might.
I really thought I was gonna hate him. Like, and honestly, I didn't think I was gonna like this show when I first saw him. I thought I was gonna hate this show. I really did. I thought it was gonna be another one of those kind of shows where everything's really unnecessary and over the top, like
like most shonens.
Yeah, and like this show was the perfect amount of it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like ridiculousness on top of ridiculousness freaking constantly, which, can be fun at times, but just generally gets kind of repetitive.
I've noticed a lot of people, like, there's, like, everyone's like, nah, it's, it's a fun comedy, adventure, superhero anime. And then there's, like, a bunch of other people are like, yeah, it's okay for a shonen. And then everyone's like, no, it's not a shonen. Yes, it is a shonen. It's like...
The argument.
I mean, technically...
ensues.
Yeah, right. I think technically it is a shonen because, I mean,
it really, technically
kind of fits all of the...
It just has enough other elements, I think, that... Because shonens are, like, generically, like, aimed towards young boys.
Yeah.
But I think this has enough that.
I think it's kind of geared towards everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see why people would think that it's a shonen. I mean, because of, Midoriya, but I think it just I think it's like a shout out to the youth of everybody right now. But not just people that are actually young. People that just everyone's youth,
Yeah.
Like, even if you're old, just shout out to you when you were young. Because I think it kind of connects with everybody on a certain level. Because even though it's like this new anime, it kind of has something for everybody, which is what's going to make it so popular.
Right. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think that's kind of rare with a lot of animes that I've seen just in the last 2 to 3 years. They all have their own little, their own cliques. It's like, okay, well, if you like this one, you'll like this one. I've heard of this one before. Marc recommended us to watch it. Both of my daughters have seen this when it first premiered, and they're like, this is great, you should watch this. And then, just never enough time to watch it until I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing this thing now, so I'm going to sit down and watch it. And, I was...
you have to.
Yeah.
Do it or else. We'll send All Might after you, force you.
Oh my god, dude. It's scary.
But yeah, I mean, going into this thing, I had really no expectations. I wasn't sure if it's going to be something else like a One Punch Man. And then I've heard people reference that as like, this is similar. So I'm like, is it really? So I'm like, after watching, I'm like, maybe All Might somewhat similar to.
Yeah.
But I don't, I think it holds its own.
I do too. Yeah.
And I also saw they're doing season 3, I think next year sometime. So, and I haven't seen season 2 yet, but season 1 was enjoyable by far.
Season 2 is so good.
It honestly, it really is good. If you like season 1, you're going to really like season 2. I can't wait for this to keep going.
Yeah.
Like, this show is set up to just keep going and going and going and going. It's definitely one of those shows that's going to have like hundreds and hundreds of episodes. And if it doesn't, I will be freaking surprised and I'll eat a shoe. So
you'll get out there and protest.
It's alright.
I'll go out there and fucking protest.
Made a chocolate shoe, so
well,
there you go.
Then I'll eat that anyways, honestly. That sounds good. Yeah. They had a sale for baked goods. It was like $1 for like boxed brownie mix and cake and stuff at the store, and I bought like 10.
Fuck yeah.
Hey,
I figured I'd just stock up on it.
Yeah, it's $1, so
I think I whatever. I like chocolate. I'm not ashamed. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm ashamed. Oh my god, what I was really excited about though for this was I was listening to the intro. I'm like, wow, I really like this song. Like, why does this band sound so familiar? And then I realized it was Porno Graffiti. I was like, oh my god, I haven't heard anything in like an anime intro from them since like Onizuka. And so I got really, really excited. I really love this freaking intro so much. I can't wait for
I did the
next
same
intro.
thing. I listened to it and I was like, I know this. Like, I know them. Who is doing this? And I looked it up. And I was like, wait, why do I know that? And I had to look up what they did. And as soon as I saw Onizuka, I was like, oh.
Porno Graffiti is so good. I love their music. Like, they got that perfect anime intro music. You're just like, I'm just so freaking pumped. Yeah. Oh shit. I just spilled soda all over myself because I was too excited. I was fist pumping while I was doing that.
No moshing.
Put this down.
Yeah. Here, Bella, take care of this.
Bella, take care of my soda. Cats can have soda, that's right.
Yeah, I'm just fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a napkin. Keep talking about this.
Okay. Well, she's getting herself situated. Let's go into our first topic of how everyone felt going into this anime and how they felt about it after they finished.
Yeah, well, I kind of covered.
I have a napkin.
Napkin saves it all.
It did. It wasn't that much.
Well, like I was saying before, going into it, I didn't really have any expectations other than people talking about it And that's kind of it's okay to go into a show based on what other people think of it, but I don't know. Like I said, it was referenced to be like One Punch Man and a few other shows, and it's just nothing compared to it.
Yeah.
So going into it, I was like, I honestly don't know what to expect. And I was like, I know it's about a school, and that's because people told me. And then I was like, it can't be only about a school. And the name kind of, for me, describes all of it until I watch it. And then it's like, okay, so almost everyone has some kind of power. So I'm thinking, interesting plot, I like it. And then there's so many characters. God damn, there's a lot of fucking characters.
There's a lot of fucking characters.
There's so many characters.
So, yeah, going into it, I was like, whatever, we'll see. Now, coming out of it, I'm like, okay, I want to watch more. And then I already know that there's 2 seasons because you guys told me. But I'm planning on watching it probably sometime this weekend. Gonna go watch season 2.
Hell yeah.
So...
Honestly, I think if I had to compare it to anything, I think I compare it to Naruto. I wouldn't compare it to One Punch Man. I think a lot of people are doing that simply because there's somebody who's punching very strong. But like, if that's the only thing you compare, it's superpowers too. But I mean, it's about a whole bunch of like young people, training the special abilities that they have, and to me that aligns itself with things like Naruto and Bleach, and I mean, not really One Piece, but like along those lines of those kinds of epic shows that end up being incredibly long, and it goes really deep into each of the characters' backstories, and you really get to know everybody really like intimately. And
yeah, that's true.
You don't really get that with like most animes. You see a little bit, but I feel like this is going to be one of those shows where you get to know everybody really, really, really well.
Yeah, which is great.
So I think it's going to be really long. I'm very excited.
Now, one of the things that I draw a parallel to was their whole education of, it's almost them finding themselves, and the teachers are there to guide them along. But I think there's a lot of things you can compare to real world. You're especially for the youth, especially nowadays. There's so much thrown at you. There's so many outlets, but you don't know which way to go. And then you find this certain specific thing about yourself. You find strengths and weaknesses within yourself, but you have these outside influences, whether they're good or bad. It just seems like, I don't know if that was their intent, but that's kind of what I drew from it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you completely. It's like an allegory for real life and things that people, kind of go through.
Yeah, definitely.
Symbolizing the kind of different specific changes everyone goes through in life. I really like that. I didn't really think about that.
How about you, Mark?
Well, I went into it knowing a lot about it, because I'd been like halfway through the series when I decided to pick it, because I wanted everyone to know what it was about, because I liked it.
Hey guys, you got to see this awesome thing.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to pick it at first, and then someone suggested it to us, and I was like, excuse, yes.
Who suggested it? Was it Dylan or was
Dylan.
it MCP? Okay, I couldn't remember which one of them it was.
I was like, haha, that's my excuse to pick it. Sweet. And then
Most excellent.
when I finished it, they uploaded season 2, the first episode of season 2, the next day. And I was like, oh, well, this was great, but I'm just going to dive in. So I didn't really have a lot of time to process it before I just jumped into season 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, sweet. Season 1's over. That was awesome. And then, like, the next day, Crunchyroll was like, season 2
Suck right up
started. And I was like,
season 2,
fucking
yeah.
sweet.
Oh, no. Yeah, we were going to wait, so I didn't have all of season 2 in my head when we did this. And then it was just too good that you just got to keep watching it. It's too good.
Yeah, I noticed season 2 has, like, almost twice as many episodes. Or maybe twice as many.
Yeah. They haven't dubbed it yet.
No, they haven't done
So there's only subtitled right now. I'm not sure when they're going to be doing it.
Yep. When I watched season 1, I watched it. It was subbed, so I was like, kind of wish it was dubbed. But I think there's a certain like originality when it is subbed. I mean, people have to read, but whatever. We do that with anything.
Yeah.
So.
Honestly, I was one of those kids who was really snooty about watching like subtitled anime over dubbed anime when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I was like that anime kid. It's like you watch dubbed anime, that's so lame.
I did that to a point. Like
I had a shirt that said "Just say no to dubs." Like I was bad.
Now, how many times did someone come over to you and be like, "Are you talking about tires?"
Oh my god, I was just going to bring that up. I had this friend in high school and he was like super into cars and he was like, "What the hell's wrong with dubs?" And I was like, I mean, I prefer subtitled anime better. And I was really confused because he didn't like anime, so I'm like, why is he so angry?
That's funny.
He was like, "What are you talking about?" It was an interesting conversation.
Jeez. Yeah, just rewind that, and now with your with all your wisdom, you're like, you know what? Dubbed isn't that bad.
It's really not, honestly. I was just being snooty.
I always preferred subbed, because back in like high school when they were doing dubs, it was really bad voice acting.
There were some really bad ones, but there were some really good ones too. Like, I honestly thought Trigun was pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, Trigun was good.
Thought that was pretty, yeah.
But, like,
there's another one that I really liked.
There's a couple of them. I cringe. I cringe
Yeah.
so hard.
I actually liked that last Star one.
They did okay with Inuyasha.
Yeah, they didn't do bad.
Inuyasha was good. Outlaw Star was good. Ranma was horrible.
And, Cowboy Bebop.
Which one? What was?
Ranma 1/2.
Oh, Rama. Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah.
The
Never mind. Yeah, I
W,
do.
that's so bad.
I think we're watching that in English right now, actually. Oh my god.
Even like
Do you want to know what the best thing in English is? It's a hentai, Bible Black. Probably, no, I swear to God, the worst dubbed anime of all time is Bible Black. It's so awful.
Oh my god, Bible
It's
Black.
really funny. That's my recommendation for the weekend. Everybody 18 and plus. Check it out. It's funny.
Oh no.
Just bleep out that whole section of me just talking. Just don't even just censor all out the whole section.
no, the fact that you said you know what the best thing in English is, and then you say hentai.
It was so bad though. It's awful. It's so bad. I seriously, honestly, just can't even describe to you how funny it is without giving away too much of the wonderfulness that is the surprise of Bible Black in English. So I'll leave the mystery open.
There's some weird anime that my youngest daughter was like, you need to watch this. She's like, she's not shy at all.
Can you name them?
She's like,
Oh no. Like what?
she said, what the hell was it? She showed it to me and it was like something sister.
Please, sister?
I can't remember the title of it. It's like these two sisters and I don't know if they're related or whatever, but it's something
look
Please,
it up.
sister. It's the sequel to
Let me look
Please,
it up.
Teacher.
I'm like, what the hell are you watching?
It's so bad.
It's like, this is what you do? you sit here on a damn laptop and you watch this and laugh?
It's so awkward. That whole series.
What is it? Which one?
Please, sister.
Please, sister? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Hold on,
Please,
let's do
Sisters.
this. Let's find this out. Oh.
It's like,
Wait, no. Wait, what? No. I see teacher and twin.
I'm not sure the name. It might be that. I don't know. But they're
Please, twins, yeah.
something.
Oh, Onegai teacher and Onegai
Yeah.
twins?
That's what I was
Okay.
thinking of.
Okay.
With the twins or sisters.
I've never seen this.
It's so
Yeah.
bad.
What is this?
She's like,
Is this a hentai?
No, but
it's close.
it's very graphic.
This looks like it's a hentai. This looks like it's animated like a hentai.
It's
I'm
it's
looking
super
at
softcore.
screenshots. I like how we went on this whole tangent on the My Hero Academia episode.
The siren's like, guess what we're watching next, guys?
All over again.
Cock-a-doodle.
Pussy. Oh, we're gonna never be monetized. Fuck it, whatever. Did you see
Whoa.
the leaks of the apparent leaks for how they do the demonetization? I don't know if that's real or not. I'm pretty pumped to see if that's real or not because that's kind of messed up.
I saw
Some whole like
something
documentation leaks.
Creeps and Process, saw what he was doing.
I don't remember who. No, it was someone like who works for YouTube leaked something, and they told everybody how the demonetization process works. And now there's all these screen shares going around, and they're supposed to be like this group of people, I guess, that sit at these computers, and then they have like the ability to just not monetize videos based off of their personal preferences and stuff like that. And they had like the guidelines that they brought up, and there's all these screenshots online. I don't know, I'm not describing it very well, but there's like an art. Yeah, you have to check it out. Somebody made an article about it like yesterday or something like that. It was really recent, but yeah. Side note, your little YouTube potential drama that's going on right now is that for the demonetization that's going on. You can cut all that out of this if you want to. I just remembered that, and I wanted to tell you.
It's been so long. I like these little tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes everything. I don't know if having people watch it. It's like, this is odd. They're talking about My Hero Academia.
Now they're talking about hentai.
Yeah, now they're
talking about weird shit. What the hell?
Yeah, and every time I was saying,
YouTube demonetization.
Like, what anime are you watching? And I always, for some reason, I would just say My Hero Macadamia. I was like, it's not about a
macadamia nut, yo.
My Hero Macadamia nut.
And now it's like a cookie war. It's like macadamia, peanut butter, chocolate chip. What, bitch?
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna get us back on track here. What are your guys' favorite characters, least favorite characters? Why?
Oh my.
Let's go first.
Who wants to go first?
I know who my favorite character is.
Who's that?
Eraserhead.
Nice.
I can't say his actual name, but Eraserhead is like, and he looks the part, and his quirk is just amazing.
Yeah,
it's like, you know what? No, you can't fucking do anything right now. Why? Because this is what I'm doing.
Because I said no.
Yeah.
Because I said.
He
pretty
has
awesome.
the band hammer in his eyes.
Yeah. It's sweet. I mean, I like the idea that they put someone in a that has that kind of quirk who's also a teacher.
Yeah.
So it just lends itself more to, there has to be, because not all teachers are good. I think this anime shows that, even if it wasn't their intent. I think people that have kids in school or will have kids in school or have had kids in school will understand that. I think I drew a lot of comparisons to basically what's going on nowadays in reality. So he's my favorite by far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I like how he really held it together at the end of the first season.
Yeah.
Even when he was getting his head like smashed into the ground. And
I was just glad he didn't die. Jesus.
I know. Oh my god. I really thought he was gonna die, and I really didn't like him that much before that moment, and that I thought he was just kind of like a lazy hero, Honestly, I thought he was like one of those people that's like, I'm so powerful, I don't need to do anything. I freaking can't stand people like that. So
I'm gonna stand over here, guys.
Whatever.
Just take my ball and go home.
You can handle this, right?
Yeah, I got fired.
But I honestly was pretty impressed with him. I was like, oh, I can give you a chance now. That was really heroic. Yeah. No wonder you're a teacher. Haha.
Now, if there was a backstory on him, that'd be fantastic. But I don't know.
I'm sure there will be. In about 300 episodes.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
300.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
300.
It'd be like Inuyasha all over again.
Oh my god, no! But this has to actually end, though. Don't jinx it. Don't curse this. I'll cry.
No. I think they're still making Inuyasha episodes. Probably not, but I can exaggerate.
Probably on like fan pages. Yeah. They should have, that YouTube page, how it should have ended. They should have made one for Inuyasha and actually done the ending from the manga.
They should start an anime side channel.
That would be pretty wonderful. That would be great. I'd laugh pretty hard. I like that.
Least favorite character? Did you say that?
Oh, least favorite. My gosh. What the hell's the kid's name? The main kid.
Midoriya?
Midoriya?
Yeah. It's like I know that that's like my track record, but
Why?
I
You hate the main characters. What is wrong?
yeah, that seems to be the way it goes. But he's just like, I don't know. I know he tries so hard, and it's just he wants to be. I get it. That's the point. Like you can be something even if you're not what that thing is. But
As long as you eat some stranger's hair.
yeah, it's like what the hell.
Oh my god, that was so weird. I really thought he was pulling his leg. I was like, what the hell? But now we're here thinking, is he gonna have to eat all of him? And so like that's what that was our theory. We're like, oh my god, he's gonna have to kill All Might and eat him like cannibal style. And that's how he's gonna get all of his powers. And I was like, that's ridiculous. That would mean that he fully consumed a human being at one point to gain his powers.
I mean,
It better not be what has to happen.
I've seen the movie Ravenous,
Right.
so you know.
I've never seen that movie, but now I kind of want
Yeah,
to.
you totally need to watch it. Yeah. That's like if he would have done that, it'd be like he would have been my second favorite character.
Oh my
But
god.
he's like, how did I get my power? Cannibalism.
Just freaking ate somebody. I feel like what anime did we just watch when we talked about consuming powers? Wait, One Punch Man. Literally. Oh my god. I just said this wasn't like One Punch Man.
And then you turned it into it.
I turned it into it. Okay, that's the only similarity besides a really strong punch. So
I see.
that's kind of a weird similarity now that I think about it. Holy shit. God damn it. Okay, fine. I take back what I said. Damn it.
How about you? What would your favorite character, least favorite character?
That's hard. Because you don't get to see many people, so it's kind of. I mean, well, I think my favorite character. That's hard. I think my favorite character might be Bakugo, and I didn't actually think I was gonna like him at all at first, which is weird because I normally like, the characters that are just kind of angry all the
Right.
time. But I really thought I was gonna hate him. But I actually ended up really liking him because I guess I kind of started sympathizing with him at a certain point, probably more so in the second season than the first, but I guess a little bit in the first season I started to, I don't know, I guess it's weird to feel sympathetic for him for the reason that I do. It's because he strives so hard to be the best at everything because he wanted to be better than everybody else, and then kind of out of nowhere, without even seemingly trying, somebody who he thought was so much weaker than him is so much better than him. And I can't imagine what that did to his whole friggin' psyche,
Yeah.
And I know it's weird to sympathize with that because he's kind of a bully, but I'm curious to see why he is the way that he is, because there has to be some kind of reason. And I guess I don't know. I guess the person in me just feels really bad for him, and I don't really want to shit on him. So I like him. I like him when I probably shouldn't, honestly. I don't know. I feel like there's a reason that he's hurting, and I want to fix him. So I don't know. Maybe it's the new mom in me coming out, and I just want to take care of everybody. Like, that's what it is. Honestly, other than that, I really liked, honestly, I didn't hear his name too often, but Yuga, the guy with the friggin' navel laser, hilarious.
Oh,
I absolutely
God.
think he's hysterical. He's so funny. He cracks me the hell up. He like is super annoying, but
Right,
I
he's
honestly can
funny.
handle it because he's so funny. Literally a laser beam coming out of your navel. The only funnier thing that I've seen involving a laser was when some like anime had a girl shooting one right out of her hooch, and that's the only thing that I said was really funny with a laser. So
Out
I don't
of
know
her
what anime
hooch.
that was. Out of her hooch. I don't remember what anime that was, but she would just like bend over and it was like, yeah. I gotta find out what that was.
Right there.
We'll have to watch that sometime,
Yeah.
but
There's your preview,
Yeah.
Mark. Out of her hooch.
Yeah.
out of her hooch. Dank pussy. If we're ever famous, there's going to be an interesting remix of all of the words I use to describe lady boots. Oh, goodness.
Hooch. That
Hooch.
gives a whole
least
new
favorite
meaning
character?
to the movie Turner and Hooch.
Oh, God. I don't know. I can't remember his friggin' name. The guy with all the friggin' hands. God damn it. I thought I had it.
Oh, the bad guy?
Yeah. My least favorite character was Tomura, which is the guy with all the friggin' hands. Those gross me out. I don't know why they're there. I
All
don't
the
really
hands
know
and
if I
scratching
want
his neck and
where
shit.
are those hands coming from and how are they staying attached? Whose hands are they? That's
Do we
gross.
really want to know?
No, I kind of don't, honestly. But
It's more cannibalism, you know.
yeah, honestly, there's not many characters in the show that I don't like. I wanted to get to know a lot more of them, and that happens in the second season. So, I mean,
Right.
I don't know. I think honestly,
So,
the only character I don't like is the bad guy. But you, Mark?
for me, I pretty much have the same thought process as you do for Bakugo as my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
There's something there, and I want to know more. He can't just be an asshole.
Yeah,
There's something there.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him. Like something's going on.
As for my least favorite character, I'm also going with Immunity's least favorite character of Midoriya. He annoyed the shit out of me.
Good. I'm not alone.
I liked him at
love
first.
him.
I liked him at first, but like he just never changes. Like he gets powers and he's learning them, but at the same time, like he's so annoying.
Is it the super goodness in him because it's
No,
kind of
that's fine.
unrealistic?
I like that. That's endearing. It's
Yeah.
just how he acts.
Yeah. I could see it. I don't know. I think he's sweet. It's hard. I like him, but I can see how he can be annoying for sure. I think the character that annoys me the most is Ida.
Oh yeah.
It just drives me crazy.
Yeah, it was either Midoriya or Mineta, the dude with the diaper and the purple balls on his head.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to definitely jump on board with that as well.
Mineta pissed me off a lot too.
You know, it's funny when you watch the intro for the first time, when Sui grabs him with her tongue and like flips him around, when you just watch it through and you don't know what's going on, it looks like Majin Buu. And Dylan and I were like, wait, rewind that. I was like, no. That looked like Majin Buu. Rewind. What the heck's going on here? And we had to like go frame by frame to see what was happening because I was super convinced that that's what was happening. But yeah, it was funny.
That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. I can see it too. I can see
Yeah.
it in my head. So I'm gonna add in our next question here. If you had a quirk, what do you think it would be? 'Cause that's a good question. I like it. Anyone have any ideas?
Do you want to go first, Zero?
I don't know. I can't really pinpoint one other than, I don't know, like a life force, you know, something to where I guess something lame, like the ability to heal. I think there was a character like that in there, wasn't there?
Recovery Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just something like that. It's like, I thought that was
She
interesting.
kissed your wounds away.
Yeah.
It's cute.
There you go. Zero will kiss your wounds away. Yeah.
I bet she was like everyone's favorite superhero when she was younger. I bet everybody was like, oh no, I'm in so much pain. Help me. I need a kiss.
Oh, ow, it hurts right here.
It's funny that you say that because I was actually going to say the exact same thing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's someone actually asked me that the other day, and I was kind of surprised because for my entire life I thought that I would want to I would want the ability to fly. That's what I've wanted my whole life, as a superpower or super strength. But it's always kind of went back to flying. And then I've just, kind of been in a little bit of pain lately because of, my stuff going on. And it's like, man, I kind of just wish I had the power to recover because it would be great if I just felt wonderful all the time. So I think I'd have to also pick that as my quirk. What would you pick, Mark?
I would want to go and be able to like turn invisible.
That's a good idea. I never think about that as a thing.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd
Speaking
fuck
of
with people so
invisible
hard.
people, I like the invisible girl in this. I forget her name. She's pretty wonderful. I like her.
You're
She's
right.
really cute, and she's
The cheerleader of
invisible.
the group.
I love her. Hagakure, that's her name.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So would you be like
I like
Kevin?
how she's not afraid to like strip and just be
Yeah.
invisible completely.
She's like, don't look. You're like, I can't see anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So you'd be like Hollow Man, like Kevin Bacon Hollow Man.
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Except not nearly as creepy.
Just a little bit. Like, don't mind me, guys.
If I was invisible,
Oh my god.
I would just walk.
Oh, Jesus
in
Christ.
the room.
Man, that's so creepy. Jesus.
Yeah.
I made an Oran High School Host Club music video to that when I was like 19.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's still
I
on
love that
YouTube,
show.
I think. Oh my god.
Oh.
I'll just send that to you sometime. Oh, Jesus.
Is there anything you guys change about the show, or do you have any problems with it that you'd like to address here before we go on to rate it and find out our next anime?
I honestly thought the first season could have been longer because there was more to get to. But knowing there's a season 2, I think they ended it where they had to. So when they first did the first season, it makes sense overall that that's where they stopped it, and then basically made people wait for the next season to come.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely have to
They tend to
agree
do
with
that,
you
I think.
because
but
it
see,
would have
like,
been nice to have it be longer, but
Yeah.
I think that it definitely ended where it needed to, and I kind of like that they skipped over. That's something I really appreciated about this anime, honestly, is that they skipped over this huge unnecessary part, like that 10 months of him training. We really didn't need to see any of that, so
Right.
I really liked that they did that montage and they just skipped right to the point, which was him trying to get into class. And, then they have that whole first arc of, them really realizing that they're going to be heroes. And that seems like a pretty good point to start a second season. So, yeah, it sucks that it was short, but I think you're right. I think it was good that they cut it off there. I don't think I'd really change much about this, honestly. Everything that I wanted them to do, they started doing in the second season. And I think that they're probably just going to keep talking about the characters because that's really my only complaint. But I imagine that, like I keep saying, this is going to be a really long show, so I think they're going to eventually get to all of that. So I don't know. I like how it's paced. I like it.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
No, I feel the same way. I really could have done with more episodes. At the same time, again, I didn't finish it until season 2 was just starting, so I don't have... I feel it, but I don't feel it because I just had season 2 to jump right into. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I have a problem with animes that do this with the first season where they have all this fucking build-up. And not a whole lot's going on, just enough to keep you interested. Then at the end, it's just a big wham bam and then done. It's like, can we keep it like moderately interesting and then the big reveal and not just stringing you along?
Yeah. Seems like a lot of animes do that these days. Like they're trying to have the whole M. Night wow factor where it's just kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I prefer it this way anyways. It's interesting throughout.
I think to have an anime with as many episodes as they have at the moment, and there's a third season planned, just, as we discussed before, hopefully there's not an Inuyasha type, or Dragon Ball Z type, when...
Forever.
Yeah. I don't foresee that happening. This is getting really popular really, really fast. Like, a lot of people like this.
Yeah.
Like, I was talking about it with my my best friend over in Japan, and because I was asking her, I was like, "Oh, have you seen this show? It's really great." She's like, "I haven't, but everybody talks about it over here." So it's really popular there, and it's really popular here. So if it gets canceled, we're really freaking surprised. We're really angry too. I think a lot of people would be pretty angry if this got canceled.
Yeah, I don't think there's a plan for that happening. I know the popularity's there. So as far as I can see, what I do want them to do is, I don't know if it's probably not the same company or the same people doing it, but season 2 of One Punch Man. If this type of show can be as successful as it is, there's no reason why that show can't.
Yeah,
exactly. They're getting season 2 out to us this next year.
I'm so excited for that. Oh my god, unbelievably excited for that. Cannot wait. So I think this is it's just gonna get better and better. Because really specifically, there's a character for everybody, every kind of personality. This is this is just another one of those animes, that you could think of, if you were, how, we were all in high school at one point. We all had that favorite anime, and everyone in your group of friends had someone that they related to. This is like one of those shows all over again. Everybody has somebody that they can go, wow, I really feel like that. And that's what hooks people.
Their Sasuke.
Yeah, everybody had their Sasuke. Or their Hinata, whatever. Doesn't need to be specific. You just, anybody. just talking for a friend, whatever.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
Check yes or no.
Can you marry anime characters? I'm asking for a friend. So.
Yeah.
So how would you guys rate the show?
Overall, I think season 1 for me would, I'd give it a 7.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid. I'd probably give it a 7 myself.
Yeah, it's hard because I wrote down 9 because I've seen the second season. But no, I think I have to I'd say probably an 8 for me. I'd say an 8. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we wrap this up, it's your turn, Siren, to choose what we watch next.
So, I thought I was going to pick something else, but it does look pretty interesting. So, I want us to try out Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. And that's like a zombie post-apocalyptic feudal Japan in a different timeline kind of anime. So I'm really excited about that because Pitt recommended that the other day to everybody out on Twitter. Yeah. And I was I looked at that and I was like, oh, haha, alternate timeline feudal Japan zombies. I'm on board with that. So I was just gonna watch it, but then you pointed out that I was gonna be picking, so it was between that or Ronin Warriors, but I figured we should try something.
Ronin Warriors.
I know.
I watched Ronin Warriors on so long.
Oh, I know. I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, which one do I want to do? And I'm like, Ronin Warriors is such a good one, but this is kind of new, and I would rather cover something kind of new. So, do this, but I think this is new. Let me look. Let's find out together. New. Yeah, okay, I was going to say, because I'm looking at the art and I'm like, wait a second. That's new, right?
Yeah,
it looks new.
Pretty sure.
It ran last year, early part of last year. There's 12 episodes.
Yeah, I want people to kind of come to the channel looking to see newer animes. Yeah. And we can obviously do this eventually because I do want to do Ronin Warriors because it is really great classic anime. So good. And I absolutely think people should watch it. But yeah, I think we should try to do newer stuff first off. So
Okay.
people will be like, oh,
Sounds
I've
good.
definitely not seen that yet. Haha.
Aha.
Aha!
All right.
So awesome. Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Yeah, I'm pretty pumped about this. Adding this to my
Excellent. Well-
watch list right now. Super excited.
Oh, look at there. Amazon streamed the series on their Prime Instant Video service. I wonder if it's still there.
Ooh, perfect. I have that.
It's on there, and Crunchyroll also acquired access. Oh, no, that's for merchandise. Never mind. Jeez. Oh,
This one
the
chick with the purple
Crunchyroll.
hair looks like she's from Sakura Wars.
oh,
Oh, jeez.
a new anime project for it has also been announced for 2018.
Ooh.
Mm.
So I guess that means there's going to be another season.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome sauce.
Well, we have that to look forward to going into this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely.
Super
All
pumped.
right. So, let's. Want to say that name one more time? The next anime.
Well, I'm going to find the English name again because I cannot pronounce this Japanese one. Holy crap.
Okay.
Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress.
Okay. Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. That'll be the next episode of our Speaking of Anime podcast. Number 5.
Exciting, exciting.
Are we going to have our pictures for this episode?
We will.
I'm so excited. Yay.
I've been messing with it, so hopefully I'll have that out sooner than later.
And it is indeed available on Amazon Prime, so if you do have that, you can watch it there.
Excellent. Amazon
Awesome.
Prime. Nice. All right. Well, any other thoughts you want to throw out there before we end this?
Yeah, it's not going to be so long of a break the next time we do episode 5, so
Yeah.
don't think we're
For
dead. You know,
real.
I survived a hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. I realized what I said after I did it. I was like, yeah. Oh.
I think that sums up. Yeah.
It sums up my last few months. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's another me, so
All right. Well, this has been the Speaking of Anime podcast. Talk Anime. Oh, well, the Talk Anime podcast on the Speaking of Anime channel. Episode 4, My Hero Academia. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Bye.
bye.